With Nandi, we just came off, we just smoked a joint with the barber. It was crazy. This guy was 80, 83 or something.
Trust. We've got to do it over and over and over again.
Obviously the sporting community is devastated by what's happened, but it speaks to the tensions that are involved in these high-performance families.
Football fans' shock and grief is understandable. But the death of Phil Walsh is primarily not a sporting tragedy, but a family tragedy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we are.
Few words have been spoken about Cy Walsh. Clearly, it's a sensitive area, but parents should take heed.
It's important to, first of all, respect what the Walsh family is going through and not to convey any message of blame to them.
The hardest thing we do, for which there are no qualifications, is to raise our children. Psychologist Simon Kinselis.
Absolutely, raising children is one of the most complex and rewarding things that we can do.
G'day friends and family. I just got done with 3 days on the back of a motorbike as part of the Easy Rider tours here in Vietnam.
Described as an alternative soul, he graduated from Emmanuel College in 2006. Next, he took a gap year on exchange to Japan, perhaps on the urging of his father, who'd done a master's degree in Japanese after retiring as a player. In Cy, it ignited a love of languages, Asia and travel. His personal blog describes his interests as
yoga, meditation, surfing, CrossFit. Right now I'm back into studying Japanese for postgrad uni. I'm learning the guitar.
And today I want to bring you a video about time management and about...
Cy studied IT, and it appears there was a growing sense that he felt excluded from his father's footy world and his devotion to developing the lives of young men other than himself. Having graduated, he then devoted himself to bar work, to save, to travel, to run away, to find himself, perhaps a bit of both.
So we just smoked a joint with the barber, and he wants some more hash, but we don't have any more. It's a disaster.
Cy shot this video in northern India, bonding with the locals and visiting their humble homes.
We're just walking now to check out your house.
Yes, desert.
Desert, in the desert. This is your house. Wow. Namaste. We're here in Sunesh's house and just chilling here, sitting. Has a beautiful family. Those big smiles. This goat is hilarious. These kids have these big smiles. Look at that smile.
And this on the remote and often hostile Indian-Pakistan border.
I'm here at the Pakistani border and I'm very lucky to be travelling with Gus for another day, and I'm having the privilege of spending some time with him, and we're going to head to the border and we're going to check out the ceremony.
He also visited Peru with his family in 2012.
Here we are on the boat, day 2 or day 3. We're about 4 hours away. We're in a small town in Peru.
It was here his father had his near-death experience, hit by a school bus.
I was lucky enough to put my arm up to brace the windscreen hitting my head.
He came away with a broken pelvis and collarbone and a shift in his thinking.
Then the next minute I was in the back of an ambulance and I was in a hospital. I can still visualise the noise when the bus hit me. I saw the bright white light, had the drowning sensation that people talk about in near-death experiences.
He considered it a wake-up call to the fragile nature of life.
If we've had a loss and if the media is probably going after me a little bit, I'll still have a smile on my face because I know, I'm lucky to be here and I could have never got out of Peru.
It made him rethink his relationships with those closest to him. While countless footballers considered him a father figure, he recognised he had work to do at home.
Walsh was certainly aware that and was very supportive of his son and prepared to do what he had to do to support him.
It becomes all-consuming, and Phil himself seems to be saying that for him it was all-consuming, that he totally immersed himself in his role.
G'day guys, how you going? This is the Stone Nomad, aka Rhino Walsh here.
While travel enlightens the mind, it comes with risks. Access to drugs is amongst them. particularly for a young man searching for himself. In 2011, Si registered the internet domain name Stoned Nomad and talked of hallucinogenic mushrooms. It was a lifestyle choice at odds with the Spartan values of his father. It's been reported that Si has had mental health issues. If that's right, the impact of whatever drugs he may have encountered can't have helped. In another blog, he talks about his pent-up emotions, triggered in this case by alcohol.
When blind drunk, I become very emotional. What I mean is that I become a wild beast of emotion in general. Hate, love, sadness, whatever.
What happened that fateful morning is yet to be determined. But this is sadly not a unique story. Many other families have also confronted this unthinkable horror.